Welcome back to the deep dive where we sift through all the noise so you don't have to.
That's right.
Today we are strapping in
Yeah.
for a wild ride through United Airlines Q3 2024 earnings call.
Buckle up.
Buckle up, because we're about to find out how this legacy airline plans to not just survive,
Yeah.
but thrive in a
Yeah.
world of sky-high expectations.
It's not just about one airline, is it?
Right.
This deep dive is really a window into all those forces reshaping the entire industry.
Yeah.
From, that cutthroat competition to this
Oh, yeah.
relentless pressure for a seamless tech-driven travel experience.
Yeah, you read my mind.
I did.
Now I know what you're thinking.
Right.
Earnings call.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that just numbers and jargon?
Yeah.
Trust me, this one is different.
Okay.
We're talking record passenger numbers,
Okay.
a peek behind the curtain of United's tech revolution,
Oh, wow.
and even a glimpse into what your 2025 travel experience might look like.
And hold on to your boarding passes, because United CEO dropped a bombshell.
What?
He's predicting a multi-year surge in profit margins
Wow.
for the whole industry, similar to the boom times of 2012 to 2014.
Okay.
They're calling it a new golden age of travel.
Wow.
But are they just riding a wave of post-pandemic revenge travel?
Right.
Or is there a savvier strategy at play?
Let's unpack that, shall we?
Please.
United's Q3 earnings did exceed expectations.
Yeah, they did.
But that's almost a footnote in this story.
Right.
They're laser focused on what they're calling United Next,
Okay.
a long game plan to dominate the skies.
Right.
Not just now, but for years to come.
Years to come. That's a good point.
Yeah.
What's fascinating here is that their strategy hinges on a bold gamble.
Okay.
They're betting big on two things happening simultaneously.
Right.
First, they're projecting a less competitive landscape,
Okay.
with other airlines scaling back, creating a capacity crunch.
Right.
Fewer seats usually means higher ticket prices.
Right.
Basic economics, right?
Okay. Supply and demand, the oldest trick in the book.
That's right.
But what's the second part of their gamble?
They're betting that by going all in on customer experience.
Okay.
Think blazing fast Wi-Fi,
Oh, I like that.
an app that anticipates your every need,
Okay.
and a fleet of shiny new planes.
Nice.
They can lure in those high-paying passengers willing to shell out
Okay.
for a smoother, more enjoyable journey.
So it's a two-pronged attack.
It is.
Control the supply, then wow, the customers who are willing to pay a premium for comfort and convenience. Risky, but potentially brilliant.
It is.
So what does this United Next plan actually look like in action?
Well, they're not just talking the talk.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
walking the walk.
All right.
United's rolled out a slew of industry-first tech features that sound straight out of a sci-fi movie.
Okay.
Imagine this. You're running late for a connecting flight.
Okay.
We've all been there.
Oh, yeah.
But your app is one step ahead, alerting the crew and even holding the plane for you.
Wow.
That's their connection saver in a nutshell.
Right. And it's already rescued over 3 million passengers.
3 million.
3 million.
Talk about earning some serious customer loyalty. That's incredible.
It is incredible.
I can already hear the sighs of relief in airports across the globe.
Me too.
But what about those of us who are glued to our phones even at 30,000 feet?
They've got us covered too.
Okay.
Remember those endless waits on hold with customer service?
Oh, yeah.
Desperately trying to rebook a flight or decipher a cryptic airline fee?
Huh?
United's Agent on Demand feature
Okay.
is like having a personal travel concierge in your pocket.
Oh, wow.
You can text, call, or even video chat with an agent right through the app.
Okay, that actually sounds like a game changer.
It is.
Especially during those moments when you just want to talk to a human being, not a robot.
Absolutely.
But what about the budget-conscious traveler?
Right.
Are those rock-bottom fares going extinct?
Here's where United's strategy takes a fascinating turn.
Okay.
You see, basic economy.
Yeah.
You know those no-frills fares everyone loves to hate?
Right. Well, they're not just surviving.
Okay.
They're thriving.
Okay.
In fact, United's basic economy bookings are up a whopping 21% year over year.
Wow, 21%. That's huge.
It is huge.
It seems counterintuitive, though.
It does.
You'd think with travel booming,
Yeah.
people would be splurging on more comfortable options.
You would think that.
Yeah.
But there's a method to the madness.
Okay.
Remember how United is banking on a capacity crunch
Right.
by offering these bare-bones fares?
Okay.
They're strategically undercutting their competitors,
Oh.
especially those ultra-low-cost carriers who
Yeah.
built their entire business model on dirt-cheap fares.
Right.
It's a brilliant, if slightly ruthless,
Uh-huh.
way to squeeze out the competition.
Okay, so they're playing hardball?
They are?
I like it.
Yeah.
But luring in budget travelers with basic economy
Right.
and enticing big spenders with fancy tech
Yes.
is only part of the equation, right?
Correct.
What about those road warriors?
Yes.
The business travelers who keep the airline industry afloat?
You're right. Corporate travel is a major piece of the puzzle.
Right.
And there's good news on that front.
Okay.
After a bit of a slump,
Yeah.
during the whole work-from-home era,
Hmm.
business travel is officially back, baby.
It's back.
United saw a particularly strong rebound in September,
Oh, wow.
which bodes well for their bottom line.
That's a huge sigh of relief for airlines everywhere.
It is.
It sounds like United is firing on all cylinders, right?
It seems that way. New tech,
Yeah.
booming basic economy,
Huh?
business travel is returning in droves.
That's right.
Is it all smooth sailing from here?
Not so fast. Wouldn't be a true deep dive if we didn't explore the turbulence United might encounter along the way.
Right, because it can't all be sunny skies and tailwinds.
Yeah.
What challenges are lurking on the horizon?
Well, remember those shiny new planes United is banking on to attract premium passengers?
Yeah.
There's a snag in that plan.
Okay.
Boeing, their main supplier, is grappling with production delays,
Oh, no.
particularly on their 777X aircraft.
Supply chain woes,
Yeah.
continue to plague industries worldwide, and the airline industry is no exception.
So United's ambitious fleet upgrade is facing some serious headwinds. And I'm guessing this throws a wrench into their carefully calculated capacity plans, too.
Exactly. It's a double whammy.
Oh, boy.
And to make matters worse, there's an ongoing strike at Boeing,
Oh, really?
which adds another layer of uncertainty to the mix.
Wow.
These delays could ripple through their entire network, potentially impacting everything from road expansions to their ability to retire older, less fuel-efficient aircraft.
Talk about a domino effect. It makes their bet on a capacity crunch even riskier. But surely they're not pinning all their hopes on Boeing, right? What about their international expansion plans? We haven't even touched on that mysterious new route to nuke Greenland.
Ah, yes, nuke.
Right.
It does seem like an intriguing, even audacious move for an airline so focused on profitability.
Right.
But remember, their strategy control capacity. Offer a unique product and target those high-paying travelers seeking out extraordinary experiences.
Okay.
And let's be honest, who wouldn't want to brag about visiting Greenland?
Okay. I admit it. The wanderlust in me is intrigued.
Yeah.
But is this just a one-off publicity stunt, or are they serious about tapping into this niche market of adventurous travelers?
It's more strategic than you might think.
Okay.
United's banking on the fact that they have these incredible global gateways,
Right.
major hubs that can connect travelers to practically anywhere in the world.
Okay.
They're uniquely positioned to offer these exotic destinations, capitalizing on that thirst for adventure while keeping a close eye on profitability.
Right.
They've hinted that Nupok is just the tip of the iceberg, so to speak,
Okay.
and we should expect more of these unique destinations to pop up on their route map.
So they're diversifying their portfolio, adding a dash of adventure to their more traditional routes. But let's circle back to their bold prediction about a multi-year surge in profit margins for the entire industry. What makes them so confident that history is about to repeat itself?
Well, their CEO, Scott Kirby,
Yeah.
drew a fascinating parallel to the period between 2011 and 2014. Back then, Delta United and Southwest all had relatively low profit margins, hovering around 3% to 4%. Then Southwest made a strategic decision to slow down their growth and focus on profitability.
So instead of chasing market share, they pumped the brakes and focused on squeezing more profit from their existing operations.
Precisely. And guess what?
Yeah.
It worked.
Okay.
Just 3 years later.
Yeah.
Their margins had skyrocketed by 9 percentage points.
Yeah.
It was a masterclass in disciplined growth.
Okay, that's impressive. So United sees echoes of 2011 in today's market. But what makes them think other airlines will follow Southwest's lead and prioritize profits over rapid expansion?
Well, it seems history is repeating itself. Remember how we discussed that Southwest announced another long-term capacity commitment?
Right,
They're tapping the brakes again,
right.
creating breathing room for other airlines like United to potentially increase fares without the fear of sparking a price war.
It's like they're orchestrating a slow dance toward higher profits, and United is leading the way. But if this strategy is so brilliant, why aren't all airlines jumping on board?
That's the billion-dollar question.
Right.
Some analysts believe that ultra-low-cost carriers, the ones known for those jaw-droppingly cheap fares, might not be able to survive, let alone thrive in this new environment. Their entire business model relies on high volume and razor-thin margins. If they can't grow at breakneck speeds, their profitability could take a serious hit.
It sounds like United is playing chess while some of their competitors are stuck playing checkers. They're thinking long-term, anticipating industry shifts and making bold moves to come out on top.
Exactly. But remember, no strategy is foolproof.
Right.
There are always risks. And United's silent treatment of a recent operational hiccup raises some eyebrows.
You mean the CrowdStrike outage that wreaked havoc on their systems and caused all those flight cancellations?
That's the one.
I was wondering when we'd get to that.
Yeah, they barely mentioned it, except to say that it increased their costs for the quarter by about 1%.
Wait, only 1% for thousands of disrupted flights and countless frustrated passengers? That seems low. Are they downplaying the impact?
It's possible. But remember, this is United we're talking about. They're all about projecting an image of control, of always being one step ahead. Dwelling on the negative doesn't exactly fit that narrative.
So their silence speaks volumes? It's like they're saying, yes, there was a bump in the road, but we've already moved on.
Precisely. They'd rather focus on their long-term vision, their tech investments, and their prediction of a new golden age for the airline industry.
It's a bold bet. But assuming they're right and this margin expansion does materialize, what does it mean for investors who are ready to buckle up for this wild ride? So assuming United's predictions pan out and this margin expansion does happen,
Yeah.
what does it mean for investors who are ready to buckle up for this wild ride?
Well, this is where things get interesting for those who follow the markets.
Okay.
Remember that $1.5 billion share buyback program United announced?
Right?
That's a strong signal to investors that they believe their stock is currently undervalued.
Okay.
They're essentially betting on themselves,
Right.
buying back their own shares with the expectation that the price will go up as their profitability increases.
It's a classic power move, showing confidence in their own future.
It is.
But let's zoom out for a second.
Okay.
We've talked a lot about United's strategy,
Right?
their challenges, their
Yeah.
big bets.
Yeah.
But what stood out to me was their almost evangelical zeal for technology.
Really?
It's like they're not just an airline anymore.
Right?
They're a tech company that happens to fly planes.
That's a keen observation.
Right?
And it goes beyond just passenger-facing tech like the app and Wi-Fi. Remember a few years back when they made waves by giving all their flight attendants iPhones?
Yeah.
That was just the tip of the iceberg.
Wow.
They're now equipping their entire workforce, from maintenance crews to gate agents, with cutting-edge tools
Okay.
designed to streamline operations and improve efficiency.
Okay.
It's about connecting the entire airline ecosystem through technology.
It's like they're building a digital nervous system for the entire airline.
Exactly.
But I have to ask, does all this tech wizardry actually translate into a better experience for the average passenger?
Yeah.
Or is it more about boosting their bottom line?
It's a bit of both, honestly.
Okay.
For passengers, it's about eliminating those pain points
Right.
that make travel so frustrating. Long lines, missed connections, hours wasted on hold with customer service.
Right.
United is using technology to smooth out those bumps in the road,
Okay.
creating a more seamless and enjoyable travel experience.
Right.
Think of it as invisible innovation. You might not see all the gears turning behind the scenes, but you feel the impact
Right.
in the form of shorter wait times, fewer headaches, and a more personalized journey.
Okay. I can get behind that. But all this talk about personalized experiences and data-driven insights makes me wonder,
What's that?
what about the ethical implications?
Yeah.
We're handing over more and more of our data to airlines.
Yeah,
Are there any concerns about how that information might be used?
that's a valid concern.
Yeah.
And to be fair to United, they haven't been very vocal about their data privacy policies
Right.
or their stance on ethical data use
Right.
as airlines delve deeper into the world of artificial intelligence
Right.
and personalized recommendations. Transparency and responsible data governance will become increasingly important.
Right.
It's something consumers should definitely be paying attention to.
Absolutely. Because no one wants to feel like their every move is being tracked and analyzed,
Right.
even if it means a slightly smoother travel experience. Speaking of things airlines should be more transparent about,
Yeah.
we haven't talked much about sustainability.
Right.
Does United's vision for the future include any concrete plans to reduce their environmental impact?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah.
And to be honest, this earnings call didn't shed much light on their sustainability initiatives.
Okay.
It seems their immediate focus is on solidifying their position as a tech leader
Right.
and capitalizing on this predicted industry upswing.
Right.
But as consumers become increasingly eco-conscious,
Yeah.
airlines that drag their feet on sustainability might find themselves falling behind.
It's a balancing act for sure. But let's be real.
Yeah.
We all want to enjoy those seamless connections, personalized recommendations, and exotic new routes
Right.
without feeling guilty about our carbon footprint.
Couldn't agree more. It'll be interesting to see how United balances their ambitious growth plans
Right.
with the growing demand for sustainable travel options.
Right.
Perhaps their next earnings call will reveal a bit more about their long-term vision
Okay.
for a greener, more responsible future for the airline industry.
We can only hope.
We can only hope.
Well, folks, there you have it.
There you have it.
We've explored United's Q3 earnings,
Yes.
dissected their bold strategy, and peered into the future of air travel.
Indeed.
It's clear that United is playing the long game, betting big on technology innovation and a little bit of calculated risk
Yes.
to become the airline of the future.
It's a gamble, no doubt.
Right.
But, as any seasoned traveler knows,
Right.
the most rewarding journeys often come with a bit of turbulence.
That's right.
Will their predictions pan out?
Right.
Will their tech investments pay off?
Aid.
Only time will tell. But
Right.
one thing is for sure, it's going to be a fascinating ride.
And that wraps up another deep dive.
That's right.
We hope you enjoyed this glimpse behind the curtain of the airline industry.
Absolutely.
Until next time, remember to pack your curiosity,
Buckle up.
buckle up, and always question the status quo.